Hey there, cup of happy, cheers. Day 870 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, discussing my journey, my business journey, as I transition from the brick and mortar world of business, the corporate world for over a quarter century, and 47 years in different businesses and industries, to the online world. Transition to the online world started in 2017 and have gone on this roller coaster ride, I guess not unlike I did in the offline world, not unlike I did in the corporate world. I tend to be consistent in my chaotic ramblings and journey through different industries and through life. And I guess that makes it fun, but it makes it also a whole lot of trial and error. So if I can save one person from making some of the mistakes that I've made, I feel like I'm not wasting my time or my breath. So today I titled this one P because we're talking about the P in SOAP today. The SOAP model is, of course, the change process and the challenge process, just the way I'm trying to describe it to people, to help them understand that if they get a foundational way of handling challenges and change, and they do it consistently on a subconscious level, their life will automatically go in the direction they want it to go, and they'll be making progress, which is what P stands for, is progress, because as human beings, each and every one of us, we need to have the sense of we're going somewhere, we're making progress, we're moving towards something that we desire, or we feel stagnant, stuck, like we get depressed and angry and all kinds of negative emotions, doubt, fear, worry, frustration, competition, all kinds of negative things play in when we feel like we're not personally, individually making any progress. Guess what a pandemic does to people when they're stuck in one place in a situation that's been outside of their control? We get freaked out, right? We get chaotic, we get frustrated if we don't feel like we're making progress. And a lot of people, millions and millions of people over the last couple of months have been trapped in situations that they don't know how to control. And so part of the Get Up and Go challenge is to help people realize they always know and they always have the ability to control way more than they give themselves credit for. Me included. I have a lot more control over things in my life than I sometimes think that I do, or I sometimes give myself credit for. So that's part of why the Get Up and Go challenge. Today was day 16 of that challenge. Again, talking about the P in SOAP for progress. Fun challenge today was day 161 already, doing a 365-day challenge. See my head there, to do one fun thing every day. Started this a few years ago just as a way to get less afraid of doing video. And the first year I did stretching my comfort zone. I did one thing every day that scares me, that stretches my comfort zone. And last year I did one thing every day that made me happy, which was a really good choice for last year, because last year was a huge year of transformation and change for me personally in my personal life, moving homes, moving a lot of things, doing a lot of different things last year. And then this year I thought, okay, I'm not so scared anymore. I'm still scared. Everybody's scared sometimes and scared of some things, right? We're all afraid of something. And moving forward in some areas of my life is scary. And so I did that. And then happy, because I want to be happier last year. Got a little happier. And then at the end of the year, got super duper sick. And got over that and decided I need to have some more fun in 2020. And I am so grateful and so glad that I decided that I was going to do one fun thing every day this year, because it has come in really as a positive little daily thing, just a little thing once a day that my granddaughter and I now focus on. And I will say, I'm so grateful for my granddaughter. Helped me so much to get through COVID and to continue to work through the COVID stuff, because otherwise I'd be like by myself most of the time. And I'm cool with being by myself, but it's a lot more fun to be with an energetic, curious, amazing, intelligent, creative little human being than to just be by myself, right? Doing my own thing. So I am very, very grateful for her. And I say, and I've really noticed over the last week or so, how much I really have appreciated it, and I continue to appreciate being able to hang out with her every day. 5 days a week I hang out with her. And so then 2 days a week I do my own thing. And then sometimes I hang out with her on weekends too, because it's fun. So do one fun thing every day. I've been really grateful that I've done that too, because it gives us a little fun thing to do every day. And sometimes we do the things in it together, sometimes we don't. It's actually written for, this is a little embarrassing. I didn't know when I got this book, Do One Fun Thing Every Day, that it's actually designed and written for 6 to 9 year olds. I cannot read this tiny fonts these days, and I didn't realize until I started reading it and got into it a little bit, and I'm like, well, some of these references, they're all from kids' books. Well, then I realized that it's for 6 to 9 year olds. Well, now I turned 60 this year, and I feel like it's still 100% perfectly appropriate for a 60-year-old. So I think it's kind of how we perceive and how we look at anything. We can make things work in our benefit or not. And I also love that it's an awesome journal, because I love awesome Mondays, and awesome is one of my favorite words, much to my son-in-law's and my daughter's sometimes annoyance. I love the word awesome, because there's so many things that are just awesome and awe-inspiring, and we forget to notice them. So 161 for this challenge. I think the idioms, I am up to 471 idioms. Now that was once I started counting. I didn't start counting in the beginning. So I've been doing idioms every day for over a year. I look at it as kind of my improv and my, can I speak about a topic when I'm just given the topic? And so from a personal development standpoint, I am gaining a lot from doing it. I think it's fun to do. I think it's fun to take an idiom or an expression and say, well, what does that mean to me? What experience have I got with it? And how could I apply that to my business and my business life right now? And it's a stretch on some of them. Some of them are a stretch. And those are the most fun ones, because I have to really figure out, well, what does this have to do with having a business or owning a business? And sometimes they really don't have anything to do with it, but guess what? There's always a tie-in. So far, out of 471 days plus, I've always found a tie-in. And so I just love doing it. Today was nothing new under the sun. Now, how do you make that work for your business when you're, trying to convince, and I'm not trying to convince people of anything on the idioms. It's like, this is the idiom, this is what it means, this is where it comes from, how do you and how might you apply it to your business right now? And some things are a positive fit, some things are a negative fit, but I'm always taking the negative and turning it to a positive. And how do you use that in your business? So nothing new under the sun. If people truly believe that there's nothing new under the sun, what's in it for them to do business with you? And as business owners, we need to ask ourselves that. If we are just like every other lawyer, every other accountant, every other grocery store, every other bar, every other restaurant, every other coach, why should somebody work with us? Why should they work with us? And if you haven't asked yourself that question in not only your business but in your life, it's a great question, right? Why should anybody want to work with me? And you'll always get an answer. Whatever question we ask ourselves, we always get an answer. Now, we have to be careful, because sometimes our subconscious serves us BS, and it doesn't give us the real answer. It just gives us an answer. And we want to filter it with our conscious and say, well, is that true? Is that even true? Because sometimes our subconscious will serve us up with stuff that makes us think we're not competent, or that we don't deserve, or that we're not creative, or we're not good enough, or who do we think we are to do something? And that is complete and utter BS. And we need to shut that down and remind ourselves of all the amazing things that we are capable of and that we have done. To show people and prove to people what is different and unique and special about us, and why we're a great fit for them. And guess what? If they're not a great fit for us, don't serve them. Don't sell to them. One of the worst things you can do is try to force your products and services on someone, or for somebody that they're not right for. It doesn't fit. It's super bad for you, and it's super bad for them. That's it on that topic. I could talk about that topic. I could do a whole day seminar on that alone. So what am I doing today? Branding group. I'm working with the branding group for the Get Up and Go challenge, and I decided as I went to this coaching program, and I'm in this coaching program. We have Masterminds Accountability, really cool coaching program. I'm totally enjoying it, but I'm doing it just for the Get Up and Go challenge. Will the Get Up and Go challenge stay the Get Up and Go challenge? I don't know, because they're coaching and saying you need keywords in the name, and I'm like, all right, I get that. I hear all of the stuff that they tell us to do, the gurus and the experts say to do. It's like content. Okay, well, you have to have 5 core pieces of content, and that's all you ever talk about. I don't know about you, but I'm resisting that. It's just like resisting the one core group of people that you serve, which I know is wrong for the online world for sure, and actually for the offline world as well, but I didn't quite get that all the time. It's something I'm resisting, and I have to figure out, am I resisting it for my own ego or false belief things, or am I resisting it because it goes against my core values, or am I resisting it because I'm scared if I try it, it'll be super duper successful, and I'll learn that all the time and energy I spent creating massive quantities of content that didn't serve a specific group of people was wasted. And of course, it's never wasted. Any of the content that we ever create, it's never wasted, because it's part of my journey, at least, to become who it is that I'm supposed to become as an online person, or as just a person in the world. But sometimes you look at that and you think, oh, I've created all this content about doing one fun thing every day. Who cares? The reason I do this is, okay, this is a secret. The reason I even do this video every morning, it's fun. It does get me thinking about something positive. But the reason I started doing it was to actually wake up my voice and to be able to talk in the morning. And some days, I did my Supersize Your Business today. I think at least 3 or 4 times I tripped over my tongue just trying to say common words. And that just happens. Some days I forgot to take my vitamins this morning. I didn't drink enough coffee yet. Sometimes that's happened, which is one of the things I love about live video. But the only reason I do this every day, and I've done these 365-day challenges, is so I can wake my voice up in the morning and I can actually speak, hopefully without tripping over my tongue 3 or 4 times in a little video, but it still happens. So that's my secret behind why I do that and why I create so many different types of content. And I'm sure we'll have to talk about content one of these days, because I am testing and tweaking and changing how I do content. But will you ever see from me just 5 topics and all I ever talk about is 5 topics? Yeah, I doubt it. I'm too old to do that. Okay, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I just actually use that as a reference. All right, have an amazing, awesome day. If I can help you in any way, shape, or form, please ask in the comments below. Like I say, I might not know the answer, but I guarantee I can hook you up with somebody that does, or with a reference or a tool or something that will help you to get moving in the direction that you want to go. Have an amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.